Something even worse happening is the last crash was, let's say, 2008 when the repo market reversed and all.
In this video, best-selling author and financial expert Robert Kiyosaki in his latest interview gives a grave warning to investors that the market crash we are witnessing is just the beginning. With inflation figures now at prints of over 8%, Kiyosaki warns that the consequences of this are going to be far more dire than anyone expects. Let's dive into the interview.
Something even worse happening is the last crash was, let's say, 2008 when the repo market reversed and all this stuff. And most of these financial planners and real estate brokers, all they know is a rising market.
Yeah, that's right.
Since 2008, we've been nothing, and happy days are here again because they kept dropping interest rates. Real estate went up, stock market went up, bond markets went up.
Yeah.
And we were just talking to Raoul Pal, and he said the problem with that is that the bull goes up the stairs.
Yeah.
The bear comes out the window.
Or I've heard the elevator, but yeah, the window. That's a little bit more dramatic, isn't it?
No, but Raoul Pal says when it comes, it's 4 months. Yeah. That's how fast this bear is going to go out the window. That's why we're going to the Infinite conference with Kenny.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's infinite.
Yeah.
Money is infinite. The other thing is about the media is so biased today, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Like 60 Minutes past Sunday, just as IMF is making their announcement, this billionaire young entrepreneur, he's giving every kid a free college education with their parents. I said, well, it's good they're going to college, but what do they learn about money?
Yeah.
Nothing. Kim met my rich dad, she's going, what is real estate? What is real estate? So we moved to Portland.
Yeah.
And she cut her teeth on a little place called Eastmoreland.
Yeah. There's a golf course there. Yeah. Great golf course.
Eastmoreland Country Club. My Eastmoreland Golf Course. And so she started buying her first little house there. The interest rates were like 9 or 10%.
Okay.
And she bought a little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. She put almost nothing down, and she got $25 a month or $50 a month. It changed her life.
Yeah.
She says, I can make money with nothing.
Yeah, right.
And now, Kim's a frickin' monster.
Yeah. In a good way.
But it changes your mind. You go, I don't have to spend the rest of my life working.
Mm-hmm.
And interesting, her father was a Mr. Stocks and Bonds guy. He goes, what are you doing? You're investing in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to fight her dad. And thank God she had met my rich dad and my poor dad. And so she had 3 dads to contend with. That's a cash flow game. Out of the rat race, all this stuff, you got $10,000 a month coming in, you got $7,000 in expenses, $3,000 net, you're free.
Yeah.
And there's tax breaks for it.
Mm-hmm.
But in school, they get a 401k. I'm going, are you kidding me?
Right.
But this is the challenge for that company. Like, I was listening to Dalio and all the very smart guys, but they're all stock.
Mm.
They always say, get a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, mutual funds. I don't have any. I mean, I have companies I took public myself.
Right.
I own the stocks, and like silver companies I took public. My stocks I control. And then we make most of our money from Kenny. Not most of it, but we get income from 13,000 or 14,000 rental units with no equity in them. It's pure debt. And we pay no taxes. And then, we invest in oil wells.
Right.
And we don't invest in oil companies, oil wells. And so when Biden took the Keystone XL pipeline, he cut that project. Oil went from $30 a barrel to $130 a barrel. 400% raise in one day. I actually liked Biden for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, as you know, George, the problem is higher oil prices cause higher fuel prices and higher food prices, which is going to wipe out the poor and middle.
Yeah, because they're the people that get disproportionately affected because a higher percentage of their income goes to those things that are going up in price.
And they want to tax the rich, but there's too few rich.
Yeah, well, what they don't... Yeah.
We don't pay taxes anyway. I was saying to you from Portland, and Kim bought her first rental property in Portland by Eastmoreland, and she found religion. She could buy something for nothing.
Yeah.
in the worst economy ever.
Yeah.
Interest rates were 9%, and people are crying the blues at 5%.
Yeah.
And once you understand that it's all in your head, and you can adjust the dials in your brain,
Yeah.
you'll see a different world.
And it's all about that knowledge.
Yeah, and so we have Rel Powell on just now. There's more opportunity today, but people are committing suicide. So what were you saying, Sarah? What's happening with
during
Bitcoin?
During break, we were talking about the future of digital assets.
Yeah.
And I was asking George about Luna, this big crash of stable coins. Millions of dollars were lost.
Now, did I get into an argument on that one?
It was civil.
No, this is George. George, it's a Rich Dad radio show. You know, I'm known for my tact and discipline and all this stuff, my silver tongue. And this, every time I hear it from the
experts.
FNU guys, this will never go down. I mean, how many times have you heard that one? And, I'm older. I hear it all the time. So he's yelling about this will never go down. And I go, why? It's got algorithms. I went, Oh, God. So I started screaming at him. I said, don't give me that crap, and all this stuff. And then 2 days later, boom, goes to zero almost, right?
Yeah.
The problem with bull markets is it makes stupid people look smart.
Yeah.
And the saying is the bull goes up the stairs, bear goes out the window. Mm. And when it comes down fast. Smarter, that's what we're talking about.
Or at least hang around smart people.
Yeah. I mean, oh my God. It's going to be as Ralph Powell was saying, man, we're going to make so much money because we have what's that thing called? Green New Deal stuff? Carbon credits. Oh. And we have biotech coming online and all that. There's more opportunity today, but not if you hang out with idiots.
Yeah, and I would actually look at it from a different perspective than Raul. I do think there's incredible opportunities, but I think it would come in, it could come there, but I think it will also come in.
And we're going so Marxist. That's why so many kids, if I go to college, I'll be fine. That's where you got taught Marxism. Mm-hmm. They talk about, tax the rich and all these other things they teach. But the thing that's frightening today is what Klaus Schwab is saying. Someday you'll own nothing.
Yeah.
And you'll be happy.
Right.
That's the abolition of private property, which is Marx.
Yeah.
And that's what they're teaching the kids.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing is they're trying to use inflation as a reason to tax the rich. And it's just completely perverse because the way you solve consumer price inflation
Produce more.
is, like we were saying, by producing more stuff.
The government will give you your money.
Yeah, and I just want your audience to think about this for a moment because I really want to beat this dead horse because I think it's important. We are experiencing global consumer price inflation right now, not just this is a huge, huge problem, a problem that we haven't seen since the 1970s.
This is the biggest global crisis since World War II.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was just today.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead, keep going. Excuse me.
And their solution is to do what? UBI. Let's give people more money and let's restrict the supply of goods and services even further by making it harder for the producers to actually produce. So what they're doing they're trying to sell this to the general public. The way we solve consumer price inflation is by creating more money and producing less stuff. It's the complete opposite. Yeah, we need less money and we need more stuff.
So I'm asking this question: when you give people money, does it increase the debt?
Well, it depends on how that money is generated. But
I understand, but somebody's going to pay the piper in there.
Yeah, usually it's going to be produced through the issuance of new debt. So if it's the government issuing new debt for that deficit spending, or if it's a bank issuing new consumer debt, then you've got a debt, you've got a loan to match up with that new money that was created, yeah.
So is there any money in a credit card?
Is there any money? Yeah, a credit card increases the money supply.
No, but is there any money in it?
Oh, no.
It's debt.
Yeah.
And that's how money is created.
Yeah.
You have to borrow it into existence.
Yeah, that's right.
That was 71. You have to borrow the money and money is created. That was a fractional reserve system. Fractional reserve system says you put your savings in a bank, let's say $100, the bank can lend out 1,000, 10-to-1 leverage in there.
Yeah, now they don't even need that.
No. And that's
they don't really need reserves at all to lend. They can just create money out of nowhere. And that goes back to the central bank digital currency and them trying to ban cash.
And I think that's why so many young people are in crypto. They know something's wrong. They just don't have the big macro picture of it. and they get caught up in all these swings.